lot of people don't like this, but it's true. And I love you. And I love you enough to tell you the truth instead of just romance you all the time. The truth is not always easy to hear, but it's the truth. Can you do all those things? In a heartbeat. Will you? Statistics say you won't. Sure glad I wasn't a statistic. Sure glad Brad Wolgamont wasn't a statistic. Sure glad my dad wasn't a statistic. I'm sure glad we made the decision to move forward and do the right thing. Oh, we've been in for 15 years, so. How long have you been working at a job? 30 years? Oh, it really sucks. So what? Most forgiving business in the world. You want to screw up? This is the best business to screw up in. This is the most forgiving group of human beings on this earth. And you screw up in a job, you're fired. It goes on your resume and follows you for the rest of your life. You screw up and screw up and screw up and lie and lie and lie and never get it together. 15 years later, everybody still loves you and draws a line and says, let's go, it's done. It is the most awesome, greatest business in the history of the world. Well, that's pretty huge. You're right. But it is true. If you will just wrap your arms around this and get it, you will not have a job next year. You cannot tell me, and you will never convince me, that you can't find 6 people that get this. If you get it, then you can find 6 people that get it. You are not the only freak in the world that gets this. And if you're not finding them, I don't mean this derogatory. I love you. You aren't working it. You show this to 2 to 3 people a week, 10 people a month, and then you come back to me and tell me you are core doing that and plugging it up line, and you aren't making at least 80 to 100 grand, prove it to me. Because it won't happen. You show this to 2 to 3 brand new people every week, you show this to 10 people a month, you will be retired this time next year, and you will be a millionaire in the next 3 to 5 years. There is no question about it. But you got to be willing to do it. And you go, well, I'm just scared to show the plan. Well, you know what? I was too. And I got over it because the fear of working for the rest of my life was a greater fear than showing the plan. And if you keep using that as an excuse, and that is exactly what it is, because you are better than you are, look at my brother Billy right here. Don't you ever tell me you're scared when I see this man do what he does. He took that excuse away gigantic the last 5 years of his life. That man's going diamond. That guy's going to be filthy rich. That guy's going to touch lives like you can't believe. I don't even know if anybody's as scared as Billy. But he did it. My first 2 and 3 board plans, I was so scared, absolutely no exaggeration. I vomited outside the house. I did. I was so scared, it was unbelievable. But I did it. And then I did it again. And I did it again. And then I did it again. And then I have people all around the world tell me I'm lucky. I just want to pop them, man. I'm not lucky. I showed the plan. I showed the plan of look for dreamers. Look for people who wanted to win. And I found them. And so will you. And if your dream isn't big enough, then get around people who are dreamers, and that is how you build a dream. I have everybody ask me all the time, well, how do you build your dream if you don't have a dream? Well, you get around people that are dreamers. Because you won't get a dream if you don't get around it. Excuse me, allergies are kicking in here. You will get, the dream is one of the biggest keys to all of your success in your marriage, your business, and everything else. And it will all come true if you will associate with dreamers. If you keep hanging around the same group of people you have the last 2 and 3 years, I'm not criticizing your friends, but you will not be a diamond. You are going to have to make that switch, and they will all give you the biggest bunch of junk in the world. You've changed ever since you got in that business. I'm glad you noticed. You're different. Ever since you got in that business, you're different. You doggone right. Isn't it awesome? What? They will talk behind your back, all the ones who don't have the willingness to change, and they will not say you're great, I'm a wimp. They will criticize you to make them look right. And if you are affected by that, I'm not mad at you. I forgive you and I love you, but you will not be a diamond. You will be a diamond because you are not affected by that. And you will make the decision. I made the decision. My bride made the decision. Nobody steals my dream. I went up to every one of my friends in my life and said, this is my bride, this is where we're going, and we want you to come with us. It's going to be awesome. 90% of my friends said no, in different ways. And you know what I did? This is why I'm wealthy. I took my scissors and I went, goodbye. And I went and moved on. You know who my new friends are? You. You are 10 times better than that stuff. Is my doors and windows open for them to come into my life? Absolutely. But if you think that friendship is so important, then you don't understand the power of association. And you may even build a big business, but you will have haywire in your life. And challenges starting with your marriage, because you will not release that junk. Whether you want to believe this or not. Because I hear the comment, oh, here we go. I suppose we can't have other friends. At least you're listening. Let's see if you can get there. Whether you want to believe it or not, I don't give a darn if you are Rich DeVos. Association is so powerful that your brain cannot even comprehend. And you will become whatever you associate with. I don't care if you are Greg Duncan or Dave Seven. You will be affected by it. You that never get it, you'll always be successful, but you'll always carry a bunch of negative struggles with you, which ends up hurting other people's lives. Or you will get that and become an unbelievable shining light and be nothing but a blessing in everybody's life. And you're going to find everybody wants to be where you're at, starting with your marriage. Yeah, I wish you would remember what I just told you. I hope you recorded it. Because someday, even if you don't agree right now, you may even take to 60 before you understand it. But it's the truth. The truth will set you free. You're going back. You're going to be in it. Because this couple is willing to make the changes in their life. I just told their story. Didn't I, Mike? He's Brad Duncan. He had the same background, same friends, and he made the decision to change. And now they are on their way to die. And they're so stinking excited they can't even sit still. There's nobody better than anybody else in this room. You can do this. Right, baby? We love you. We love you with all of our heart. We have the greatest future of anybody in this city, believe it or not. Oh, the comments made all the time. You act like there's nothing else. And instead of debating you and arguing with you, guy who's going to work Monday, I want to ask you something. Show me one thing that touches this, and then we'll have an incredible, intelligent conversation. But shut up until you do. Because I've never seen it. It is the greatest thing I have ever seen in my life. And you ought to be proud and excited about Worldwide Dream Builders and the Amway Global Corporation. I love you guys. God bless you. We will see you next year with no